make sure everything is good. Make sure everything is straight. I don't real quick that. All right. Welcome to the motherfucking show. Let me not knock over things. I'm not trying to knock over. And I already know it's your favorite artist talk show situation right now. It's your boy Quadeuce, man, and we in this thing with another episode of To Infinity and Beyond. And this episode, I want to explain some things, including where I've been, alright, and why I keep saying I ain't got nobody in here. Okay, we gonna explain some things from the jump because it's saying I ain't got nobody in here, and I'm not knowing if that's true or not. But so for everybody that celebrate the holidays, you know what I'm saying? Happy holidays. Me personally, I just do shit differently, and I don't really celebrate the holidays. And then I always, if I do celebrate in any kind of way, celebrate normally the opposing side of that holiday because it's normally what side my ancestors was on. And then I always do shit my own way, you know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them want to be traditional people all the time. But, you know, shout out to y'all. I got sick this holiday. Can't eat everybody cooking, man. Can't eat everybody cooking. I just say that. And yeah, I was sick for a while, and that's where I've been, and that's pretty much been that. Outside of that, happy holidays, you know what I'm saying, to y'all, if y'all celebrate it or if y'all don't, or whatever your holiday situation is, you feel me? The other thing is, I'm trying out this new little streaming setup. I don't know. I see I got some people in here. I don't really know how this junk going for real, but I'm on the Streamlab setup and I'm trying to see some stuff. It says something like, you know, they got the whole little chat situation. I see the hold on, let me go in here and look at the chat. Matter of fact, I don't even think I got that. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I just enabled the chat. Okay, there go the event list. I'm not even. Basically, see, let me put you on to a new artist. What's the new artist? Basically, yeah, go ahead and tell me what the new artist is right now before I even get into the conversation. What's good? What's good? What's good, chat? What's good, chat? God Hand USA. Okay, I'm on that. I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and take a screenshot. You feel me? Go ahead and take a screenshot. Hey Charlie, smoking is good for me. It's bad for you. If it's bad for you, it's bad for you. If it's not, it's not. That's how it works. You feel me? Those that think they are and are not are both usually right. Okay, listen. I'm finna get into what I was gonna talk about. I guess the Streamlabs is working. I can constantly see I got people in here. As of before, I wasn't even seeing that, and I'm seeing other stuff come in as well. Anyways, man, I was sick, came back, the news hit. Next thing you know, it's like 2 National Guard members that got shot. I'm like, damn, right? Man, I was sick. I came back. The next thing you know, it was like Trump having a breakdown and shit. I was like, damn. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Not only that, we also like down there on our way to war with Venezuela. I don't even know if I said that right. Like, what's going on? I'll tell y'all what's going on, man. This is exactly what happens when you put the military in the situation that you put them in. As far as say you're ready for war, you gonna slide for bond. How much EBT you getting a month? On my soul, I don't get EBT. First of all, I am a veteran. Second of all, I don't even like the government enough like that to accept assistance. Me personally, that's just how I am. But I'm a stubborn dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like the government like that. I'm not fond of governments. I'm not fond of other people governing me. You feel what I'm saying? But they go into what I'm about to talk about right now. It's gonna get to a point where people gonna realize they gonna be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? All this governing shit is kind of crazy. The idea of a few people governing a mass majority of people, that shit crazy as hell. And I ain't gonna lie to you. The thought process of like, hey, how about hundreds of millions of us sign up to be governed by 1,000 of them? Like, that sounds great. That sounds like it would work. It sounds amazing. It sounds like a happy life. And not only that, let's make sure they're all from the same tax bracket. The wealthiest one, the top tax bracket. Let's make sure that they're so out of touch with everything else going on below them and other tax brackets that it's impossible that they could be good leaders. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share that live. Yeah. Yeah. Tell my guy that said smoking is bad earlier. These pancakes is good for you. Understand me? We gonna get to a point where we realize that we don't want to keep being governed by all these out of touch clowns. These niggas is in Epstein's files and all kind of shit. These niggas is out of touch clowns. What is we doing? Why are we allowing ourselves to be governed by these people? Or so we think, these people. That's a whole nother conversation, man. It's a whole nother conversation. But listen, Thanksgiving, and I was gonna make this live. I was gonna make a Thanksgiving live, but unfortunately I was sick, right? Cause for me, it's fuck Thanksgiving. You feel me? It's fuck Thanksgiving, and it's fuck Thanksgiving because we always want to give thanks. You know, every day is a day for thanks and giving. But that celebration of the whole Thanksgiving situation where they intoxicated Native Americans and slaughtered them after offering them a feast. You know what I'm saying? We ain't into that. Fooling the people, you know, the buffoonery, the games, the lies, we ain't into that. You see what I'm saying? So, man, it's like this. America is falling. And eventually, the idea, concept, and the structure of a couple of people governing a lot of people, or a couple of people governing everybody else, will fall too. We ain't gonna want that shit no more, as it so much once was. For those of you that don't realize it, every state in the United States was once its own country, its own government, it had its own laws and operations and functions at one time before we became united. See what I'm saying? People forget that so quickly. Not to mention all these other little states and governments, groups all across the world, all across the globe. Man, listen. This is why it's important to get together with some kind of group, some kind of tribe. For y'all that don't know, I'm a hip hop artist, but I'm also way more than that, right? Got my own tribe, got my own nation building type shit, you feel me? Deuce tribe type shit, you feel me? And we got our own currency, economic plan, all that shit. I got videos on this channel all up and down about it. You gotta find them. I got lots and lots and lots of videos, so it's like you really gotta go find them. But I'm the first artist really doing something like that, especially in the hip hop industry. I know that for sure. You feel me? Not even Soulja Boy could beat me to that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to building something and trying to create something that's gonna really help out my people and that's gonna really build something, you know, that's gonna really be able to build schools that can teach what we want to teach. Like, fuck y'all curriculum. If we say fuck it, because y'all won't take out what y'all won't take out, y'all won't put in what y'all won't put in. We could build motherfucking, you know, emergency centers. Say fuck y'all emergency centers. You know what I'm saying? We want to say fuck them because y'all want to help us sometime, and then other time we ain't got these little piece of paper say we ain't sure. Y'all won't let us die. You see what I'm saying? All type of shit like that. So we could be doing that through music. Music can be shared, and anything that can be shared can be a currency, including an experience and a good time. That's why energy is currency. You can't see it, but you can feel it. and you can share it, and you can feel somebody else's. Understand what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. You hear me? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Now, the other thing about this Venezuelan situation, right? Venezuela, if I'm saying this right, it don't sound like it in my head, smoking this good gas. But they got one of the biggest, I think, top oil reserves in the world. Ain't nobody mentioning that though. With all of this drug campaign to bomb out. And this is the other thing that irks my nerves. If you use any common sense, you can literally see that it's BS. This is America. They know the type of military technologies and capabilities we got. You think these people on these boats is crossing the ocean with some drugs cause they want to? You feel me? These little small town people doing this shit cause they got to. Think about it. Would you be out there crossing the ocean on a fucking boat with no military capability at all? You don't have anything on your boat that's going to be able to shoot at an aircraft, that's going to be able to shoot at a armored vessel with military grade weapons on it. These are just people that's trying to make a living. These is like poor people that's trying to make a way of life. It's their only way of life. That's the only logical explanation. They didn't declare war. It's in the news. Everybody know, nigga, we going to war with you. You crossing over here with them things, with that funky shit on you. You know what I'm saying? AKA drugs. You feel me? We going to war with you, and they still coming over here. These is poor people. These is not just, you see what I'm saying? That's the only logical explanation to keep risking your life for this shit. So many other people in the world, in your own country, to sell to. Shit, I risk my life with the police in my own country before I risk my life going against a whole goddamn the military in another country just to move that motherfucker across the water. You don't think it's enough clientele over there? There's millions and billions of people over there too. So that none of that shit makes sense. You gotta put that in perspective. Now, the other thing is, like I said, y'all keep in mind, it's hella oil over there in Venezuela. But Venezuela, they got military capabilities. They not some pushover military that you could just push over. They got technology now. They've been given technology recently, and they have an air force. They can put a military strategy together. So I don't think the United States really could just go to war and just go over there and just do what they want to do like they want to do it. I think that's the whole situation with that. But even still, it's something behind it. You just gotta peep game. Like, ain't no way we going to war with these few little people. They keep acting like this is where all the drugs. How much drugs could be coming over here from these little few people, gang? Have y'all seen the size of these boats that they got on the news? You can see the size of the boats. They not big. These are not huge boats. And again, like I said in my THC hemp ban law, which I ain't get too many views on, but it's like that. If you really want to stop all that heavy drug shit, you would combat it by allowing the decriminalization and the legalization of your medicinal herbs that provide euphoric benefits, like cannabis and other plant medicines. Because guess what? If I ain't gotta risk my life to bring a drug of choice in, and the clientele is every motherfucking body over there, guess what I'm bringing in? I'm bringing in cannabis. I don't care about no fatty. I don't care about none of that. So if they really wanted to do something, you see what I'm saying, to stop all that, that's something that they could really do. That really would be impactful on every layer. They would really stop something. You gotta penetrate it from the inside out. Sitting there blowing up, you see they keep coming. You see even they blowing them up, and it's not deterring them from coming over here. That's their only way of life. Is there to die anyway. For them, they feel like probably. Guys too, think about it through their actions. Yeah, I'm not risking my life to motherfucking bring that over here when that's an old country to sell to over here. Come on, man. It's not that serious. It's never that serious. You gotta think about it as a humans. We all got the same basic ways of life and needs. We got family. You feel me? We got a few things that's that serious. Other than that, it's never that serious. Like, it's ways to get money. Nobody doing that shit. How long we been on? 21 minutes, that's crazy. I don't even feel like it. But listen, this is my coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, our shit came back, seeing everything that was going on. And like I said with that military situation, man, that's exactly what happened with the National Guard shooting, man. That's exactly what happened when you just put the military in that type of situation. Posting them up all through the country and shit. I wouldn't even put the military in that type of situation if I was Trumpy boy. You hear me? Why even do that? Crime, if anything, put a budget towards the police officers for training them different. Put a policy towards them for training them different to stop crime. Feel me? But I get it. I get it. But all I'm saying is, you gotta govern yourself, man, because if you look around, you easily see that all of these people we giving power to the government us, it ain't no point. I'ma just be real with you. It just ain't no point. Because at the end of the day, we should be worried about shit like how we gonna connect from country to country instantaneously. How amazing our country-wide festivals and events and our global festivals and events are. We don't even have, y'all gotta understand, we used to have a global fair. Like, we used to have a global fair. We don't even have that no more. So as a whole, how the fuck has humanity even progressed for real? Where all of this supposed to be people that know how to govern our lives. If they knew how to govern our lives, we would still have the World Fair. Where's the World Fair? This is where all the inventions in the world get seen. We could go cop some. You know what I'm saying? We can be inspired. Where's the World Fair? We can't have a World Fair because these niggas is greedy and they don't want you in their territory. And these niggas is greedy and they want the oil, the gold, and the resources. Government to government, politician to politician. Don't give a fuck who you is or what country you from. You hear me? So we not progressing by putting our lives in the hands of these few people. We're going backwards, gang. It's obvious as hell we're going backwards. That's crazy. And the crazy part about it, that's just the main basic concept of it, right? The craziest thing is, imagine if these few people were criminals and frauds. Like, imagine if their DNA lineage actually traces back to being criminal and frauds. Like, they came over here to this country as criminals and frauds. to serve their punishment, to serve out their punishment, and they end up taking over the shit. There was a bunch of criminals and frauds from the start when they came over here, gang. Why you think every president is related? Everybody be like, oh, every president is related. You can see that factually, but they don't know why. Let me put you on game to why every president is related. Cause these niggas is family. They come from the same long lineage of criminals, gang. They family. That's why you gotta be in the family. And the furthest away from the family they went was Obama. You feel me? But even he is related. They had to find one of them long lost cousins, you hear me? But that's just what be going on. This government shit, man. It's just a shit show for to keep you people in a cycle of hoping and harvesting. This shit just, ugh. I be like, hell nah. I'm ready to build some shit where we can get the fuck out each other way. Like, why would I stop you from being great? You great, that make us great. What you talking about? I'm not about to get in your way and stop us from being great. I'm not about to stop the world's next biggest and best inventions, the biggest technology, the best this, the best that, from coming out, changing people's lives and just life in general. Like, to get in the way of prosperity in life is to be a demon. Like, if you out here in life and you just want bad shit happening to people and evil shit going down, like burn this, fuck this, set this on fire, shoot this, kill that, blow up this, you a motherfucking demon. And even if you're not doing it in the form of those exaggerated things, but not really, because those going on for sure. They do it in the forms of nanobots in this shot. And take homeless people out of the street, kidnap the homeless people because ain't nobody looking at them. They do all kind of evil shit to people in vulnerable states and situations, to people that's in the lower forms of living, qualities of life by its economical standard. They do all kind of foul shit to us. You feel me? Yeah, I said us because I speak for them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we about over here at Quadeuce Tribe. You feel me? That's what this whole journey is about. Building up a whole new concept, a whole new system that's different, that's better. We speak for these folk. You feel me? The step on them is the step on we. You feel me? That's why the currency of the economic policy of the Quadeuce Tribe in Deuce Land is the Deuce Land we. You feel what I'm saying? The DLW. You feel me? I'ma just drop that out there. Why is it we? You understand? You understand? It's gonna be ingrained in everything, man. It's the whole concept is about us. It's about we. It's really about the people. Not about this fake democracy that they keep trying to sell. And as you can see, Trump done uncovered and blew it out the water. That's why they mad at Trump, for real, for real. That's why the Dems really mad at Trump. They not mad that he's doing what he's doing. They was gonna do it anyways. They was just gonna do it in a more cunning way. And he come, like, fuck it. Give it to him raw. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And they like, man, this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He always fucking us and shit. Like, that's why they mad at Trump. They not mad at him because of what he doing. But they gonna fool a lot of the American people and get them to thinking like, hey, we mad at him because he's doing all this bad shit. It's like, nah, he's just doing it the way we don't want him to do it. Literally. These people petty like that. Real spill, these people petty like that. So, all this, like I said, it's gonna come a time where this government shit just gonna have to be over with. People just gonna have to realize, like, man, think about what this even sounds like from the jump. You're giving your life. Freedom is around you, all day, everywhere you look. Few people come along. Y'all a mass of people living freely. Few people come along and say, hey, let us govern you. What does that even fucking sound like? You're going to pay us taxes, which is a portion of your own money and earnings. What does that even sound like? They just sold you something you already had. They sold you the ability to govern yourself, to govern you. When you was already governing yourself, they sold you something that you like. Come on, gang. Like, they don't even make sense. Taxes. Give us 10% of this and 10% of that. And like I said, originally they started it off like, we gonna protect y'all. Because there's people over there in them other lands, and there's other lands over here. It make more sense. We gonna protect y'all from the foreign, them big other countries and the other explorers. It was explorer time. People were pulling up by boat. You feel me? People will pull up by boat and conquer your shit. You see what I'm saying? Let us govern you. You know what I'm saying? Give us 10%. We protect you from all that and all that. But you see how that shit end up happening. It ain't about governing that no more. Like, it's not. It's about taking from the people and robbing the people blind. And Kamala Harris did it in the most feminine way. And I'm not here to rag her. I love females. And I just want to expose this in politics because she did it. But peep how she did it. She did it so slick. Like, she already knew it. Like, she was like, fuck it, I already know it's I'm taking my money and I'm going. Like, y'all ain't even never gotta see a motherfucker. Just give me my cut. I'm out this bitch. But her doing that shit exposed to a lot of people then what this shit be all about. That was a whole money grab. They campaigning tax dollars and American people and donations is going to this shit and paying for this shit. They riding around with American money. Our money. They riding around with our money. And fancy ass Rolls Royces and shit. But what are they doing? Do we approve of it? 90% of us probably say no. Probably say no. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me, you understand me? Shout out to everybody tuning in with the live, into the live, rocking with me, you feel me? Shout out to y'all for being here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button. We going deep down the rabbit hole. I was sick, still a little sick. I woke up to the bullshit, so we decided to jump in the rabbit hole around this big. Also, stay tuned. We got a freestyle coming up after this. I think I got it in me. I ain't sure. I'm gonna give y'all something for sure, but I'm starting to feel a little queasy again. Man, I threw up 6 times the other day. Like, I threw up a concerning amount of times yesterday. I was almost like, damn, I might need to go. If nothing else, give me a little IV or something down. Telling you, man, you can't eat everybody's food, man. I see it. I see why they be saying that shit, man. Oh, me, I see why they be saying this shit. Because I've never had these problems. My real first experience running into, like, a bad food situation or, like, you know, something that feel like a food poisoning then, like, type of experience, you feel me? Like, if it ain't poisoning down, so contaminated. But it's my first time running into some shit like that. But that shit it's terrible. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Not something you want to run into often. I'll tell you that. But yeah, man, all of this stuff going on, you got to think about. Amidst all of this too, we got education changing drastic, right? You got people taking and being allowed to remove things out of education. Real historical things and events that happen, they just don't want to teach it in certain places. Like, fuck y'all. And what y'all want to know and learn about, right? Then you got healthcare shit changing in real time. It's just so much stuff going on, man. So much stuff going on. And also, I know a lot of people ain't here because they don't follow. This is the thing y'all gotta understand too. In the West, we get Western news. There's another side of the world. Y'all need to start finding out the news on the other side of the world and this side of the world too. And match it up so that way you can see what's really going on. Like, oh, this some bullshit. These niggas trying to lie. I see what's really going on. I see the whole picture instead of half. You see what I'm saying? But especially if you live in the West, like America, definitely pay attention to news that they have in other countries. That'll really help you start to figure out what be going on. Cause they tell us some different shit over here than they tell them. That ain't be going on over here. Cause they just want a small population of people to, you gotta understand what's going on. These criminals, they realize they not trying to take over the whole world at one time. They just want a small population of people to be able to fool enough to keep their economy going, to keep their way of life going the way they want it going, basically. For them to feel superior and on top, and for them to feel powerful. See, one thing about these individuals is they seem to need to have a complex for power. Like, they have to have somebody to step on, somebody to look bigger than, somebody to flex on in order to seem enough. You know what I'm saying? To exist. Like, seem like motherfuckers can't just exist and be and seem as powerful as they want to seem. Seem like if they don't cut somebody's throat, chop somebody's head off, ain't no point. See what I'm saying? That is exactly what it seems like is going on at the top. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me, that like button for me. Share the live. I don't know if there's an option to make a donation or to do a super chat or nothing like that. But feel free to do all of that stuff if that's an option. I'm still trying to figure this out. All kind of stuff is going on, and folks, here's the thing, right? This stuff is just now wrapping up. It's about to get real crazy. It's just starting. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just beginning. 2026 is when this shit really ramp up. Keep in mind, Donnie got 3 more, I don't even know how many years left in office, but what, 3 more years? 3 more years left in office? And it ain't just him. Like I said, the Dems was gonna do the same shit. I don't want to hear y'all get fussing around. I mean, anybody commenting, but I know people getting fussing like, yeah, fuck Donald, yeah, fuck Joe. Like, it don't matter. These folks is all part of the same. Y'all ain't put this shit together. These folks family, and they chose. They came over here, criminals got sent over here to do hard labor and made a pact and took over this shit, fooled everybody, flipped history, rewrote shit. And then they chose to stick to this shit no matter what. They not goddamn trying to lose position of power. You feel me? No matter what, they ain't gonna never be and treat you any fairly than what was ever in the tables of contents of what they got sent over here for in the first place. It ain't like they had a heart to change and be different. Now they had a heart to take over and be even more criminal like. You see what I'm saying? You just went from doing some criminal acts and getting caught to doing a major criminal act and hijacking the whole world basically. Because you got caught instead of just going doing your time, learning your lesson and shit, and that being that. America was full of nations. For y'all that don't know, each Native American tribe was its own nation. America was full of nations before these folks came over here and try to like they discovered it. For the longest time, that shit really hurt my nerve. Y'all know they never apologized about this shit for real. I don't even officially know if everybody know that Columbus ain't discovered America still. But for the longest time, they was letting that shit slide, knowing the whole time damn well what was going on for real. That he ain't come over here and discover this shit. But anyway, it was full of nations. Couple of different ethnicities was over here. Native Americans weren't the only ones, but Native Americans. The term Native American spans deeper than the color of. Oh, it's not what you think. It's like, yeah, I'll explain it. It's a terminology that people try to fool you by relating you to a skin color, but just like being black has many different skin complexions and being white has many different feature complexions, from different tones of the skin to shades of the hair, colors of the eyes. It's just like that type shit. Feel me? So there are some darker natives. There are some lighter natives. And then there are some descendants of those natives that are kind of down the line were mixed with some other stuff that's even lighter. But there are also some mixed genes from the different ethnicities that were over here in America before they say quote unquote Columbus discovered it. It was like 3 different ethnicities and shit. So some of those are mixed, and then you got some of those mixing with other ethnicities, and yeah, that's what you got over here today in the melting pot of, you know, America. But like I said, they try to portray it as something different. That's the whole thing. They try to deceive you. They didn't come over here and learn their lesson. They came over here and got better at being who they are. Deceivers, manipulators, liars, criminals. Feel me? And shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out if you came to the live. Shout out to you. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do. Hit that like button. I love you too. Hit that share if you care. You know what I'm saying? Hit that comment. Or else I might just vomit. You feel me? Hit that chat. Or you getting smacked. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of stuff happening. Then you also got a financial wars going on too. BRICS is the like the UN's and like NATO's, that's like they financial system. They banding together and do some shit and backing it by gold. Now that's gonna be real powerful. And you see what's going on over here in the US with like crypto and shit. And then all this stuff gonna roll out like next year. Like, don't get too distracted by these holidays and celebrations. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get to slipping and thinking this, you know what I'm saying, this ain't 2003. And I'm saying that because typically we feel the difference in these things that they doing, and we like, damn, something off in the air, must be something in the air, shit just ain't the same. And we typically try to respond by making shit more like it was, more homie, more holiday, like inviting more family, trying to get around more, have more good experiences and good times, you feel me? But this ain't the time for that. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. This is not the time for that. We gotta be prepared. Use these holidays like Black Friday, get you some shit that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, help better prepare you for things to come. Use these holiday times, take this holiday pay and these extra hours and invest in some gold. Invest in some crypto. But make sure when you invest in crypto, you do your research behind it and you get you something with a utility token. I told y'all in another live, I'm planning on coming out with my own crypto coin as a currency. That's gonna be, well, see, the currency, the Deuce Land currency gonna be back as many ways as we can back it. You know what I'm saying? The DLW, I plan on backing that as many ways as I can back it. Like, why not? So instead of just being crypto or gold or money based or music based, like, why not back it as many ways as possible and have as many different types of currency systems that synchronize with each other as possible? So it's like everybody got a way to pay inside of this system, so everybody got a way to eat. It's so many ways to think about this shit. But your politicians, your governments, they don't care enough to put any effort into thinking about it. But this is their job. This is literally what we think we putting them into office for. To think about how to make our lives better. But instead they think about how to get richer out of the situation and get more power, more control. And like I said, some of them just pure chaotic. They just want to fuck shit up just because it's fun and funny to them to act like and treat this shit like a big ass video game, knowing that they'll never get touched. Not a bullet, not a hair will help they chin. Not a day will their daughter ever have to worry about where she gonna go to college at or what she gonna eat, or a son. Not a day will they have to worry about another gang bang shooting because they in the hood. No. They might have to worry about a mall shooting. An attempt on their life when they step out because all the BS they do to the people. Or just from a hate crime in general. That we don't support hate crime. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so much going on in 2025, and I think this is the perfect time to not be distracted, to be focused, to be locked in, be honed in, and we gotta focus in on increasing revenue, increasing the security of the revenue, and increasing our way of life and securing that as well in every way. But me personally, I'm a deep thinker, so I think past it. See, a lot of people in real life that know me, they misread me. I'm a deep thinker, so I think past the ways of doing that through a system that's already given to me. People see that and they think, oh, this person don't want to do this, or this person don't want to do this, or this person lazy, or this person just done thought past the system. Like, I already knew that bullshit off the rip because they gave it to me. It's like, welcome to life. Here you go. Like, nah. I don't want, in a land of infinite opportunities and infinite possibilities, I know what this plane is. I don't need you to hand me my life. Let me go manifest my own life. See what I'm saying? People be so quick to try to hand you their life. Try to live through you. Try to live for you. Try to live by you. Can't be doing that out here. But now is the time to be getting prepared, be using everything that you can to be getting prepared. I'm not saying I'm saying get prepared because this is what I think about to happen. Now I'm about to get into more esoterical parts of everything, right? I'm saying getting prepared because what I think is about to happen is there's been concerning videos of evidence of time speeding up. Now, time ain't never been something that can really be measured. That's why the watch loses time. That's why we lose track of time. The science happens all the time, right? It's another thing that we lose milliseconds off keeping up with time. How you gonna keep up with something that wasn't meant to be kept up with? Like, that's like trying to keep up with God in a way, or an aspect of God in a way. Saying that time is an aspect of God because God is outside of time, right? But you trying to keep up with an aspect of God in a way because how does God use time? You know what I'm saying? Well, we say God is outside of time, but maybe God ain't outside of time because time is our idea, not God's idea. So what we consider time can actually be an aspect of God. God might not be outside of time. See what I'm saying? Because we made up the idea of time. Then God ain't got no idea of time. Well, technically now, through us. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? God will know through us that there's an idea of time that we go by and shit. And what we got going on. But, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, what if, right? But time is speeding up, and I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna get to a point where the days are gonna go by so fast, people are not gonna be able to keep up with it. The rotations and the revolutions that the Earth is, it's speeding up. Everything's speeding up. The core of the Earth's heating up. Everything going on. Again, you know what I'm saying? It's getting primed for some event that's going to, some course changing, some historical changing course is what it seems like, right? But it's like this. I think if you don't get into the place and lock yourself into the place where you want to be in life, when all this time and stuff speeds up and you get shorter days or longer nights or whatever happens, something crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's already getting to the point where people, you know, AI taking over, less and less jobs. It's gonna get to a point, man, where it's gonna be almost like a super post-apocalyptic, kind of like the low life's gonna be doing a certain thing. That's what they gonna consider us. But it's just gonna be people that couldn't get a job. Basically, what I'm saying, I see in the far future a lot of people not being able to get a job. I see in the far future a lot of people not being able to get housing at mass amounts. And that being its own separate society below a society at the top. Something like the Hunger Games or some shit like that. You feel me? I think that's why I seen the concept of some shit like that, where it's like at the top they do this and then they force us at the bottom to hunt each other and kill each other for their entertainment, and then they might reward the top hunter with some shit or something. I don't know if that's Hunger Games or if I seen some shit like it's on a movie somewhere though. They got concepts out there. I know I seen it. But that's crazy, right? Time speeding up, and if you don't lock in and get to a place where you abundant and you in love and you at peace, you gonna keep trying to lock in to catch up, because this is what you know to be a life. You don't know peace, abundance, and love, and meditation, and breathwork, and spirituality, and anything like that to be a life, right? So you don't know any fruits of life outside of this life that they showed you that's not even life, but just a simulation from your skies being like a grid. Just kind of like, these ain't the real skies for real. The real skies beyond this. That ain't the real sun. The real sun is beyond that sun. That's not the real moon. The real moon is beyond that moon. In fact, at one point in time, this planet had 2 suns. And this technology and that out there alien technology and stuff like that that'll move planets around. It's not even far-fetched to say that the things that we think in science is really alien technology happening that we don't know how to describe, but we describe it and understand the basic principles of how the rules work. So we say that's a lot. But really, it's the way that that technology is working right now. That would be crazy to even think about. How long we been in this thing? 58 minutes, we going for the hour, and then we spinning back through shortly right after. Some juice and a few crackers maybe. We spinning right back through for a freestyle session. Yeah, I know I'm an artist. I love the freestyle, man. That's where I'm at right now with music. I just keep my freestyle going to keep my lyrics sharp and, you know, things like that. So make sure y'all come back in, stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button, and share button. Be sure to donate something, give something. Do what you do, baby. You feel me? And as well, we're gonna keep going into that, down into this rabbit hole. Yeah, it's a dumb movie. It's like the Truman Show for real, for real. This shit fake. If it's not fake, there's technology engineered and integrated with it that controls its function, that can make it may as well seem, you know, they got full control with it, then they using it for their tactics, of course. I know y'all done seen the TikTok video where the ice was held to the fire and it wouldn't melt. I know y'all done seen that TikTok video. You see what I'm saying? And that's not the only thing. That just let you know it's a lot of technologies. Whether Mother Nature herself is in a battle with these folks, because they are, what little do people know is they're trying to weaponize Mother Nature, because if you can weaponize Mother Nature, there's no technology in the world that's going to stop it. Ain't no military in the world going to stop it. Land what? See what? Air what? Attack how, nigga? You see what I'm saying? If you could weaponize Mother Nature through the land, through the sea, and through the air, you're unstoppable. Your attacks are unstoppable. Ain't no defending it. I'ma flip your boat. I'ma crash your plane. You know what I'm saying? I'ma stop your tanks. I'ma open up a sinkhole and swallow all your Humvees. You feel me? I'ma shake down every facility you try to build, send an earthquake, shake it on down. I ain't even gonna come over there, I'm just send an earthquake. But little do y'all know, technology has been advanced to this level when people can use and harness powers of this stuff. And that's what been going. So Mother Nature is in the battle herself. They trying to weaponize Mother Nature. I've heard that they already started doing it. Well, it's a known fact that they chemtrails, known fact that there's weather patterns that just ain't right. They got storms that they could create themselves and send them in a direction. That Jamaican storm was very, very much unnatural. Like, it's a lot of, think about it too. It ain't nothing. We wouldn't even think twice, 3 times if they was sending weather attacks to these third world countries for real. Why? Because we don't see that shit on the news. They don't show us a world view of things. And they third world countries. We already got a certain idea that's been sold to us by Hollywood, which is controlled by the Pentagon, about how they are in our heads. Because they showed us all these movies, and all we see in these movies is just what third countries look like. Even in news clips, they show it to us and don't look nothing like the good spots in the countries. But the truth is, they showing us the worst parts of the countries. There's plenty of beautiful places that are modern in all of these third world countries that they try to make seem crazy, post-apocalyptic. Now there are some countries with like really little to no modernization in them, but a lot of those are like tribal countries that choose to stay tribal. But a lot of those aren't really whole countries. A lot of the times they're just regions of the country, especially in Africa. But we under simulations all the time. We under all kinds of simulations, just light, cold, lockdown. These lights literally are a simulation. When using the womb, it was dark, wet. I can imagine warm, right? Body heat, body temperature, right? Those are the same conditions that will germinate a plant from a seed. That's what you go for in the seed germination process. You put some seeds in the wet environment, in a dark place, in a warm environment. You can do it in light too, but also through the darkness. I always found that fascinating personally. You know, I grow a lot of plants and shit, but so we kind of naturally under a light cold lockdown. Stuff kind of has to manifest how it does in this physical form. So it's all kinds of simulations. You know, the simulation with the light cold lockdown, see these lights actually kind of lock your energy and lights into place too, because your spirit is actually bigger than your body. That's a fact for y'all that don't know. Spirit is bigger than body. Your body is inside the spirit. People think their spirit is inside their body, Nah, that's a lie. That's how Hollywood sold it to you in the movies. When they showed you the action movies with the Chinese and the karate people and the kung fu and the nigga fly through they showed you his spirit fly out his body. No, it's not really like that. They ain't telling it to you right, see. Your spirit bigger than your body. And dang, I done with this whole strong hour. I ain't forgot what I was about to say now. I just forgot what I was about to say. That's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Anyway, your spirit bigger than your body, right? And your body is just the aspect. You gotta think of it like this. The reason why your spirit bigger than your body is because spirit comes before physical. Manifests before physical. So it's more important than physical. So it's bigger. Naturally, because it's more important. It's everything. It's the original. It's it's the essence of a being, the true authenticity of what you are, type shit. Well, it's like the frequency that you vibrate at for real. In this realm and in this existence and even out of this existence or realm in this physical existence. But your body is, we get confused and we start thinking because we not really, see, you not, that's why your aura is outside your body and you have a magnetic field. A magnetic field is like your spirit body. Like, that's really what they call your magnetic field. You exist outside of yourself in that field. That's the only real way that you could affect it, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's you. You outside of here, like, all this is me. 10, good down to 10 feet, 360 degrees around myself is me. That's why when I bump into you and you on some bullshit, I could feel uneasy. Cause I literally bumped into you and your field is on some bullshit. My field bumped into your field and your field on some bullshit. Now I can feel uneasy. Or I can sense something about you and know something is up. You see what I'm saying? But that's how we basically on the like cold lockdown, man. The whole solar system. And with the sun doing the solar flares and shit like that, it's kind of gone. That's what I'm saying when I say Mother Nature herself is at a battle with these folk. Because they trying to stop what, through technology, the original technology, you feel me? when we're a part of her, because we are original technology. If you melanated, like when you carbonate, if you're carbonated, then you're the original technology. If you my complexion, basically. Not exactly, you ain't gotta exactly be my complexion, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you black, gang, if you black. We the original technology for real. But just know that there's so many different lockdowns and simulations that you think you live in, but these are just really simulation codes. Also, right, the experiment done. There's an experiment you could do on certain psychedelics. Now, hear me out. Shrooms and plants are just that. Cannabis, shrooms, all this stuff. This plants is just that type of plant, which connects closely to certain humans' DNA. If you my complexion, you connect closely to the DNA of plants, and humans in general have a closer connection to mushrooms, share a closer connection to mushrooms DNA wise than animals or like any other thing on the planet. So, and then we all know the benefits of mushrooms, the non-psychedelic ones. As you could imagine, the psychedelic one having benefits for the mind. What else? What else I want to say? Oh, the experiment. There's an experiment done with certain dosage of mushrooms, and then like if you turn the light off and use a laser or something, shine a laser at a wall or some shit like that, you could see, like in the Matrix, how the numbers run, like the simulation code. You could see that in real life. You could see that objects in real life, such as this, are a bunch of little computer codes made up of each other. But that's what frequencies are too, though. Everything has a frequency that is vibrating there or is moving there, right? To be in the existence of the stage that it's in, like to be in the stage of a solid, it gotta vibrate at a certain frequency. It seems to not move. To be at a state of a liquid, it gotta vibrate at a certain frequency. It seems to be able to move. To be able to be a gas, it gotta vibrate at a certain frequency. You see what I'm saying? It seems. Shit, I don't even know what to say about a gas. A gas seems to be able to damn near penetrate any space. No, not on the live. Okay, I was about to say it about to go out though. I bet you that's the last one we got. Man, y'all tap that subscribe button, man. Hit the donation button if there's one available and around, man. I took the cash up started down just because I'm trying to see if that stuff is available on there. I don't know yet. I gotta see. I need somebody to test it out for me. And to get your boy a new lighter. As y'all can see, this one just went out. I appreciate y'all, man. For sure. You feel me? We deep down the rabbit hole, man. To infinity and beyond, man. It's another episode, man. It's your boy Quadeuce, your favorite artist, but it's my talk show, man. I like to talk about anything and everything. We like to get deep into it, man. Relax, we got some freestyle bars coming shortly after. Down there like a late night Jimmy Kimmel show or something, man. But listen. We in all kind of simulations and all kind of lockdowns. The best thing that you can do is get with a team of people and start moving like you understand what's going on. Enjoying life, living abundantly, because that's what we're here to do. But their goal is not that. And their version of enjoying life and living abundantly is making other people suffer to feel adequate enough. Because they got problems inside with their heart. You feel what I'm saying? But we ain't like that. You know what I mean? And it's just so much stuff going on. I just seen, matter of fact, earlier I just seen there was another mass shooting somewhere. Yeah, it was a shooting somewhere I saw. Hold on. I should have cut my screen on. I thought I could have swore I saw it was a shooting somewhere. And I forgot where. Damn. Anyways, it was a shooting somewhere, man. It just happened. Not too long ago, man, shooting. I forget where it was. But it's a lot of stuff being thrown out at one time, man, and not only is it happening for real, so you gotta deal with it in reality, but it's also being used as psychological attacks too, to further oppress you, to further keep you in a trapped situation. So you gotta deal with that as a reality too. So we real thugs out here, man. We getting double whammy on all sides, you hear me? Like, you gotta be a real warrior, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't easy. But we very capable, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing, that's what we on, that's how we moving, you feel me? Expect a lot of more stuff to go down in the politics. Expect a lot more stuff to go down with the escalation of this war. But maybe not though, because I don't know about the war situation. I think it might be a long point of this uncomfortable situation before just the declaration of all out war. Because the moves that will get made are in the favor of, I don't think, the U.S. being that all the stuff that's been happening and who's the president and the sanctions, and I don't think too many places fucking with the U.S. right now. And hey, I don't care how powerful you is, numbers win, you know what I'm saying? You get outnumbered, you gotta fight on your hands for sure, you feel me? So look forward for a lot more political buffoonery to happen. Look forward for a lot more, sad to say, but a lot of more news, attention grabbing, probably tragic things will happen because they like the emotion. Imagine this too. Imagine living in a world where you're being sold fake news for your energy. Imagine living in a world where they saying people died, people ain't really died, somebody else. There's all kind of stories about all kind of celebrities dying, and people say, nah, something else really happened, and we just forced to deal with the aftermath of how many people saying, nah, that ain't what happened. Or seeing some people that came like Men in Black when some shit happened. Told you to sign a paper and never say nothing. Gave you $1 million and said never say nothing. Or flash some technology on you and you really forgot what happened. Imagine living in that world. Folks, that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. So sometimes the news and people dying be Hollywood planning things that happen, stunts that's done to captivate and to direct people's attention. So if you're choosing to not, and this is why you have to work on your energy, because you got to know how to deal with energy to know how to deal with this energy. If you're choosing to not load in energy, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're not heartless, you're not selfish, you're not none of that. It's okay to feel. It's okay to give respects and pay respects. It's okay for all of that. But what's not okay is for your emotions and feelings and energy to be weaponized against you. While you feeling for some celebrity out there who being cloned, or they about to tell you it's past, but they really finna kill just the clone, or the stunt dummy, or whatever, and this celebrity just finna retire and go underground in an American city somewhere, which there's plenty of, by the way. Thriving and well American cities underground that rich people have built. These rich people are always trying to build shit underground. You know how much shit is underground? How many railroad systems and empty tunnels and all kind of shit is underground? And there's so much shit. What's not okay is when they act like somebody done died and they ain't died. They go underground and they use this mass mourning on the news and this 7 straight days of honoring such and such, and whole time they just underground living out the rest of their life. Perfectly normal and fine. Having everything they could ever want. That's not okay. Cause you got food, your energy was diverted over there. And you put actual real feelings and energy and tears to such and such because you thought that really happened. Playing with somebody's emotions is playing with your emotions. Imagine living in a world like that. We actually live in a world like that. So it get real tricky. You gotta use your best discernment. Just know when stories don't add up. There's a lot of ways to see synchronicities and patterns in a lot of things that go on in the news. Some sciences. What's that science called? I forgot it, the name of it. But it's a science where you use numbers and words together to figure out the patterns and stuff, to figure out what they're trying to say and what it means. What else I want to talk about? Yeah, man, we wrapping this year up, man. We headed into, through Black Friday, through Thanksgiving, headed into through this holiday that they call Thanksgiving, you feel me? But fuck that holiday, you feel me? All the other holidays, because it's some bullshit. They ain't telling y'all the real meaning, and they being disrespectful to a lot of different people on every holiday, or they even harvesting your energy for some demonic shit. You just don't understand it, so fuck out of that. But wrapping it up, but for reference, headed through Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Right in the new year, and we right into a new time. You feel me? A new energy cycle with new challenges and new obstacles and new battles, new adventures, new excitements, new goals, new futures on the horizon. You feel me? But it's a lot of things to realize is going on, and it's a lot of things to realize that's an illusion. I think in 2026, it's not gonna be as much about knowing what's going on as it's gonna be knowing how to discern an illusion. That's gonna be the discernment gonna be the most important skill in the next upcoming years. Discerning illusion. Illusions. Because there's gonna be a lot of them. Your ability to discern illusions and to see through it all and to see what's really going on is going to be very pivotal, like your number one skill coming up in 2026. Real talk, man, and that's like the main thing, man. I just want to get on this thing, test out the new Stream Lab situation I got going on, see how it works and everything. Finally get back on this thing, get enrolled, get over this little food sickness situation I had. And then, we about to drop some bars though. Spin back through the thing. Yeah, it's 11:22. That's one of my favorite numbers. You hear me? Spin back through this thing. Time to drop some bars. That's what that means. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button, man. Everything like that. It's your boy Quadeuce, man. I'll be back on after some juice and cookies. And spin back through. We about to spit some bars to get this thing cranking, man. Let do it. You hear me?